Hey guys, it's FIFA here and welcome to episode 51 of Let's FIFA 13. And we go into the first match of this episode, which will be a Division 1 game. And this was a very even game because I did not create many chances, and this was pretty much the best chance of the game here. Nice stuff by Ortega, getting a shot in on goal, but he will save it twice there on the corner as well, and therefore the game ends 0-0. So not the most interesting game there, and only getting 1 point out of it. So I decided to change squad and go with the French-Portuguese skill side, and I will come up against a very strong Brazilian side with a lot of pace on almost every position. And it was very difficult to break it down. But Ronaldo here creating some nice stuff, getting past two defenders, and in the end he will find Ben Arfa. But skill move too much and he will pick the ball up there. And it's not before the second half that I do manage to get a goal here with McGeady to make it 1-0. But he do push back here, and I thought he was going to pass the crossing goal. But in the end he picks up a penalty there, and he does have a Pato who will step up for that, and he will convert it to make it 1-1, and that is how the game will end. So 2 draws in a row, and that means I put a bit of pressure on myself because I need 9 points for my remaining 3 games. So I basically have to win every single game if I wish to win the title. So I decided to go into some tournaments instead, just to put a pressure off me. And I saw the team of the week, a cup, which I might want to play. You have to have 11 different leagues in your starting 11, and that might be a pretty cool tournament to play and build a team for. But before I talk more about this, look at that fluke by Manuel Neuer, punching it into his own net, and my opponent get a 1-0 lead that way. But I was speaking about the team of the week, cup, which I would like to play, and what I want you guys to do is comment down below which nationality I should use, because I think that's the easiest way to go about the 11 leagues. Just find one nationality I could build a team with. So leave a comment about that down below, and I will try and build a team for that, because I want to play that tournament, because you probably come up against a lot of cool and original sides that way. But as you can see here, I play the Mexican League squad there, and he does get up a 3-2 here with Benitez, and just before the game is about to end, I get very lucky here on the rebound to make it 3-3, and then in extra time he puts it into the back of the net, and Benitez completes his hat-trick, and he does win the game 4-3. So I go out of the tournament just as quick as I got into it, so I decided back to the divisions and see if I can pick up those wins I need. So the first team I come up against is a nice Serie A side there, and they tend to be very difficult to break it down. But I do manage to pick up a penalty here with Wellington, and Ronaldo, he steps up here, and he does get quite lucky here. It does hit the bar, and it goes in, so very lucky for Ronaldo there to get the goal, and I'm up 1-0. And then Ben Arfa here, really nice stuff out on the wing, getting past the 2 defenders, and somehow he puts that one into the net to make it 2-0. And then we get into the second half here. Nani, nice stuff on the ball. And in the end, he will pass it to Ronaldo, who actually ends up losing it. But we do have Ben Arfa here, and he played a really good game. He had quite lucky to get the ball again and get a shot in on goal. But he will save that one. But we use our corner set piece with a bicycle kick there, and he clears it out to the sideline. And I still have a lot of players near his box, and I managed to pick the ball up and pass it into the box to find McGeady, and he does attempt to get a shot in on goal, and in the end I pick up another penalty. And Ronaldo, he will step up for this one, and he will convert that to make it 3-0. But he would have something to say too in the dying minutes of the game, running down the wing here with Chiellini, and he will manage to put that one into the back of the net to make it 3-1, and that is how the game will end. So I get another 3 points, and very close to actually being able to get the title. I just have to win 2 games. So I decided, let's go with the same squad, and I come up against a pretty nice Premier League side here. And I do create a very nice chance here in the beginning minutes of the game with Cristiano Ronaldo here getting past Vermaelen, and he will cross it in, and he will save that one somehow with Pepe Reina, and in the end he will actually manage to get a goal here to make it 1-0. And then he went on to use one of the exploits you can use in the game, which is very frustrating. I'm not quite sure how it works, but basically if you get up 1-0 and quit, you will be awarded the win, no matter how long you have played the game. And as you can see, I still had 2 games remaining, and I thought, okay, I can go out and play another game, but it says you will remain in the current division. And basically I got awarded a loss because he got up 1-0 in, I guess, the 20th minute or something like that, and that was really frustrating, losing my chance of winning the title because he used one of the exploits in the game, and I just don't like people who do that. But unfortunately, I have to start on a new division in the next episode. So yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy this episode, and I will talk to you later.